Hello everyone and welcome back to Thronebreaker, our Witcher Tales. We are getting closer and closer to the end. And we did some good things. And we maybe should have chosen differently. And there is a freaking werewolf. Kinda want to battle that. Did we already fought about werewolves? I don't think so. The Valerian army approached Lytton, the village secretary Mimir called home. I think not I pronounced it right. He was eager to hold his family in loving embrace, recount his adventures introducing his wife to the queen, yet the chimneys spewed no smoke, no light flickered through the closed shutters, and bit further beyond the village a deep dark pit. What did it hold, you ask? You clearly aren't familiar with war. Oh my god! Did we kill them, or did the Nilfgaardian kill the family, or the werewolf killed the family? Oh, yeah, shit. That's not a good position to start. Holy shit, he looks badass. Vladin, Ulfedin. That sounds
left,
gruesome.
Right, left, right.
Werewolf first. Every 2 turns start summon a wolf from your deck.
Again and again and again.
And turn. Alpha werewolf every turn.
Not going into the fray already, are we?
Armor won't say.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
Here we go. Holy crow.
I trained a full week.
We are just bringing our troops that round. Unfortunately, they are not very strong.
When will you ever learn?
Which troop is probably the best right now? Reynald or her? Let's boost her a bit up.
For the Queen!
And turn. Yeah, we won that. I just don't know which card we should get back. Maybe actually one of the trumpet boys. Pass. Okay, we won 1 round. Let's see what the next one's gonna be interesting. Don't have... damn it. Well, we have many spell card. That could work as fine too. Let's see. Stem Zipper 1. With what do we start? Let's start with that. And turn. Very good.
I smell a leak.
And next round we gonna take his life. Yeah. we need to get rid of. I mean, we can try to... Could have been worse. I'm honestly. Oh, that's good. But... we have... Yeah.
One bullet.
Hey! Okay, we need to play him.
Pow! Anything.
Here we go. And turn. Oh, it's gonna be a close one. This is gonna be a close one.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Just hurt them a bit more. Oh, I hate that card. Can you maybe stop? Definitely need to bring them. Aye, that was luck. And here we go. Here we go. Yeah, that actually could have saved me there. Ulfenthal. Actually, let's play him. And do that. That looks already better. Yikes. Yes. Damage an enemy by the total of enemy units. I think 7. Damage a random enemy whenever. Let's kill that thing. Yeah. We shall win this. Hopefully so. But still they burn. Did we place win? Oh, thank God we won. Ay, 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 ay. That was close. So, that's horrible. We shall prepare a proper burial. Okay, thank God we're happy now. Okay, we did something good. We did something good. That's all that matters. There's so much loot. We have just enormous amount of money that is not needed. Oh my God, that looks so freaking huge. What the hell is that castle and how do I invade that? Can I even? Villaworm. It seems like this is the place that I'm gonna liberate this episode. But before we do that, is there anything we can maybe get here? You know, loot is a boot. Didn't even rhyme properly. Hey, there's so many. Okay, let's save him.
Meve now reached Willowhain, a settlement she knew well, for it lay near Waldenrad, where in peacetime she would go to escape her queenly duties and enjoy the thrill of a hunt.
Pheasant, grouse, and partridge in abundance. You will see,
said Meve in muted excitement, pivoting in her saddle to face Gascon. Alas, it appeared the war had ravaged even these woods. Where life had stirred and grown tall before, only resinous trunks remained. And the village itself had lost its quaint allure, surrounded now by a double stockade, a golden sun fluttering above it.
Bastards couldn't even let the damn trees be.
Gascon seethed. A dismal scene. Her once cherished wood, and it weighed heavily on the Queen's spirits. Waldenrad had been a place removed, where she could rest and forget the weight of her crown. Reynard's voice roused Meve from her sad reverie.
A Nilfgaardian garrison holds the village.
He said,
We ought to drive them out. Avoid any surprise later from the rear.
Order attack.
Give the order to attack, but none is to play the hero. We shall breach or topple the stockade together. Senseless to perish so close to home.
Reynard nodded. Moments later, the Lyrians...
Alright, let's attack. Here we go. Standard basically a standard shortened battle. And Reginald was dead. And what do we have here? Yeah, let's try to work with that.
The time has come to purge these devils from our homes! Follow me!
We definitely need to start with Wagner home. For every 2 units destroyed. I hate that.
Wise choice.
Ugh.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
If in hand or deck, start from itself by 2 whenever an enemy unit appears on the range row. Those bastards are actually super tough. I have to let them. Oh, and yeah. This is what I hate about Wagner. So
Right, left.
it takes forever to build up, actually.
God save the Queen!
And boom.
To the last!
And everything else should come in the front. We wait for your turn. I think we catch up pretty good. And here we go.
Doubt I'll ever pay off these school loans.
Yes. And what else should we play? I think we will try to play that card again.
Life is mine now.
Should work. Here we go. Get that back. Hey. And turn. Let's see.
A highly curious case.
Oh, you stop healing my. Actually, you can get rid of him. So from free space, and you charge her actually pretty up. The more damage you put on me, the better it is actually. Here we go.
Left, right, left, right.
Drummer boy. I still don't know what's a blitz unit in this game, actually.
Egreto dum anime est, pes est.
Oh no. Oof. I hate that card.
Catch!
I want to get rid of that row. Let's see. She only has. Yeah. Hey, you destroyed him. Not cool. Play him.
Death is only the beginning!
Oh, he should be super powerful now. The more enemies, the more damage he does. So bring some more out. so I can strike a fearsome strike. Here we go.
I'd hoped we could solve this some other way.
And who should we move? I should have moved that cards. Just don't hurt. You don't hurt me back. Oh, that's surprising me. Cooldown 1. We have 1, 4, 8, 11 damage. Do I do? And you should just strengthen her immensely. And turn. What do you do? This is just for me, or it's just a bit laggy? Whew, that was close. That was honestly super close. I think we should have now the upper hand.
Warum?
Boost self then by the number of units in your opponent's hand. 0. Here we go. Do your best or do your worst. Alright. Oh my.
When the battle dust had settled, Meve instructed her soldiers to gather Willowhane's inhabitants. Upon spotting their armed liberators, the common folk cowered in terror.
No longer need you fear.
The Queen shouted.
No longer must you worry about homes and loved ones. The war's nearly done.
Of a sudden, a villager dropped to his knees and raised his hands to the heavens in supplication.
Tracker! Guide my queen!
Meve broke off oddly, baffled by the man's outburst. And then it dawned on her. The Rivians of Willowhane had been driven away. Taking their place, Nilfgaardian settlers brought in to transform the near-subsistence plots of local peasants into great estates producing for the Empire. Reynard managed to grasp the essence of the Nilfgaardian peasants' frantic pleas.
They wish to stay. They've come to love the land. They pledged to renounce their emperor, swear allegiance to you as their rightful ruler. They...
Meve had stopped listening. She turned to survey the hamlet. The walls of the huts freshly whitewashed, tools neatly arranged, flower beds well tended. A young girl of 6 or 7 summers peered out from her hiding place in a sunflower patch.
Your Majesty,
Asked Reynard, having noted that Meve's mind had wandered.
what are your orders? What shall we do?
They can stay on 2 conditions. Tell them. For 15 years, they'll pay double the tax. And if any of the previous inhabitants return, they're to be given their huts, lands, and any crops produced in their absence without delay.
The Nilfgaardian settlers accepted the terms with relief. Meve's soldiers with markedly less enthusiasm.
Oh, come.
As the force left Willowhane, the troops made a show of knocking aside any food or drink the peasants offered.
What? You're just dicks. Pride is something very idiotic sometimes. I mean, I understand the pride. You cannot punish the common folk with the...
Meve!
Yeah, okay. Be quiet right now. I'm trying to make a case for you guys here. And, ooh, that looks lovely. So here's the thing what I wanted to say. You cannot punish the common folk for the crimes or the bad things that the leader has done. This all never works out as well. I tell you that. Here we go. Oh my god!
Let me tell you of Ravencloft, a quarry Meve passed by. A quarry with a dark history. For years earlier, its wall had collapsed, burying dozens alive. Scholars summoned from Oxenfurt were unanimous in their findings. The rock was fragile, further digging would likely cause slides. Meve had heeded the scholars' advice and closed the quarry by royal decree. Yet now, as she neared it, Meve could hear the even tap of pickaxes. She dispatched scouts to investigate. They returned promptly, their faces sullen, their cloaks blanched with a fine limestone dust.
Quarry's open anew, Your Grace. Nilfgaardians. They've got folk in the pit working it. Appear to be from the surrounding villages.
Interesting. Their engineers have found a way to render it safe. Secure the walls.
I'd say that's right unlikely, Majesty. Judging by the fresh graves we saw.
My son. I trust now you see the superior culture Nilfgaard has brought.
Said Meve, turning towards Willem. In answer, the prince merely dropped his head. The queen then turned to Reynard, as ever at her side.
Reynard, what do you advise?
As a soldier, my queen, I'd advise against any kind of assault. The terrain's hard, unsuitable for a fight, and we've little to gain from a victory. As a man, however...
Yes?
To leave our folk in chains, in that death trap. It wouldn't be right.
Yeah, definitely.
Heart and mind, keep note of gains and losses.
Began Meve.
I'd bend the knee to the Imperials, just as Willem did. But bloody arithmetic won't dictate my course. For I do what's just. I do what's right. Follow me!
Her troops fought.
Okay, I hope our troops are happy about that. Yeah, let's start the battle. Come on. Why is it loading so long? And we can draw that. We can also draw that. I like that card. It's a shortened battle. I don't like that card. One must... We have 3 superb cards. Very superb.
Forcing my own subjects to fight us.
Okay, and we're gonna try. I have an idea.
Right.
It's gonna maybe take a while, and I hopefully.
Wise choice.
That's quite dumb.
Left, right, left. What now?
I want to get rid of the cards of the ability.
Not going into the fray already, are we?
That was actually kind of easier than expected.
Oh! Order! Your Grace, if we begin killing the overseers, the laborers will turn against them.
Slave driver, okay. Boom.
Of course I'll manage. I trained a full week.
Hey!
Again and
Again and again. And gone. Black Emperor inhabitants. What happens now? Why is it?
It's mine now.
Black infantry. And
Bigger
here
they
we
are,
go.
easier they are to target.
That should be all
The
slave.
overseers are dead, Your Grace.
That's all that took.
The Lyrians handily dispatched the Nilfgaardian overseers, more trained in the ways of the whip than the sword. Those who survived now found themselves shackled in the very chains they'd forced the peasants to wear. Peasants. Oh, unfortunate souls. The cruel labor in the quarry had taken its toll. They stood before the queen, shrunken to skin and bone, clothed in tattered rags, their eyes reddened by dust. But in those eyes burned a brilliant fire.
Oh, muzzle whisker. Oh,
Your Grace,
Them black clads treated us like dogs, stripped us of dignity. So we beg you, give us arms. Let us march neath your banner. 'Tis a chance at revenge we seek, we want.
Reynard leaned towards Meve and spoke in a scarcely audible whisper.
Majesty, they've knout. Not boots, not even foot wraps. To equip the lot, train them, would cost a small fortune.
Oh wow.
It's true. They've knout to their names.
Said the Queen.
Have few skills to offer and little strength. But to look in their eyes is to know they'll never flee. Never throw down their arms. Such recruits are worth coin in any amount.
Emaciated, downtrodden, the peasants met the Queen's offer with gratitude. They relished the thought of facing their tormentors in a fight.
It's so good that we have actually a big bank account right now. It makes actually so many things way more easy. There we go. One more. And that's just a regular black clads fortress, I think. We may continue now with the main storyline if something happens. Alright. Here we go.
Meve's force reached Cavaldon, a small, run-down town.
The Blackclads, they've a strong garrison in place,
Proclaimed her scouts upon returning from a foray.
and they stand prepared for a siege. Their stores overflow, and we've seen ballistas, scorpions.
Cavaldon can be taken,
Began Reynard hesitantly.
but not without losses. Considerable losses.
A retreat. Is that what you advise?
I fear the soldiers wouldn't take to such a course. They're eager, Your Grace. They've a fire in them. Order a retreat and you could devastate morale.
Our losses may be heavy,
Said Meve, drawing her sword.
but I'll make certain the vile invader suffers even more. Order the troops to prepare. We will attack.
Soon after, the Lyrians moved on Cavaldon, war drums rumbling in step to their march.
Oh, that's gonna be quite a tough battle, I have the feeling. When the Lyrians approached the walls of Kettling River with hail of bolts and arrows, the Nilfgaardians had made clear that they had no intention of surrendering the city without a fight. Yet, if they believed such a tactic suffocated to discourage me siege, a harsh trust awaited them. Truth. I cannot even see the words anymore. Okay, let's continue. Yes. 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 It could work very good together.
I won't leave a single
I
citizen.
basically
Scum. Valyria! Varivia!
I basically rely that my tactic works out to bring out as many troops as possible. Here we go.
Again and again and again.
In retreat! We must bring down their walls! Crush them!
We should do so. Just give us a moment.
I trained a full week.
I need to prepare
That is the white of an eye from our fully.
my army
For the Queen!
for that. Oh yeah, I hate that card. But here's the good thing.
You mad? Don't shake that!
We can set with our own fire. And that will sting pretty much. And we set that round fire.
Could hurt.
Yeah, and I hope it does so. And turn. And now we're gonna play some troops out.
Pointy end upwards, right?
Ah, beautiful.
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
Here we go. Dunk dunk. And I want that card to be almost gone. Well, it will be gone in the next round. What's the most powerful troop that they have? We're definitely weaker. And
Give me a time.
and
Life had me flowed, now here I'm marching proud.
end turn. I just want to save that. And here we go.
Life is mine now.
And
Favorite cut
let's
of
do
land.
that.
Shank.
Damn it.
God save the Queen!
I want to get rid of that card. Back. Oh yeah, I have to end turn. That should fall also soon.
How did that incantation go?
Okay, alright. Here we go.
Company, forward march!
And it fall in finally. A bunch. Oh, 200, oh my god. Just for fun's reason. Check them around a bit. I don't see anything that they actually can hurt us in some way. It's just there. Okay, now we lay back and enjoy our fruits of our labor. We need to do a lot of catching up.
Yes.
Because especially right now, it's like that. Oh, I completely forgot because I was a bit confused why the round took so long. But then I realized it's just keep skipping. Because I thought that number was not rising, but we still had one turn. But as always, we know, when we skipped, it's indefinitely.
Now that is some fancy weaponry. But it's still got that new war machine smell.
That's kinda adorable.
A highly curious case.
I mean, the try to the end, you have to give them that. Ah, I don't see them. We set them on fire, so yeah.
We did it, Your Grace. The city is ours.
Yetta. All hail the Queen.
The Nilfgaardians had indeed prepared well, with grapples to repel hook ladders from the walls and long spears to rain down upon attackers far below. Meve managed on the fourth attempt to breach the defenses, but did so scrambling over the corpses of her own men. The Queen was in the field tent when Reynard arrived with surprising news. To be heard over the groans of the wounded, he had to raise his voice.
Your Grace, a delegation of townsfolk. They seek an audience urgently.
Dozens of burghers stood before the tent. Between them and the Queen, a man knelt in shackles. His face was blooded as if he'd endured a vicious beating just moments before.
Who's this?
Our blacksmith, Todor.
Snarled a priestess in a frayed robe.
He betrayed you, Your Grace. Soon after the Nilfgaardians arrived, within hours in truth, he offered his labor and strength. They didn't even need to ask. Forged arms and armor for them, all for imperial gold.
Meve gripped the beaten man's beard, tugged upwards, and looked him in the eyes.
Did you forge the hooks and the tips for those spears?
I did, Your Grace.
It was fine work.
Growled the Queen.
Damned fine.
Show him mercy, milady!
Cried a withered old man in a flour-spattered apron.
When the black-clad bastards captured my son, they were eager to hang him. Todor spoke for him, saved his life.
He helped me too.
Hollered a woman in the crowd.
I were hungry. He shared what little he had.
The townsfolk began shouting over one another. Some told of the blacksmith's noble deeds. Others labeled him a traitor, deserving of a cruel and violent end. Meve turned back towards the field hospital, pondering the case. Then spotted her soldiers' corpses laid out in rows. Had it not been for Todor, there might not have been so many.
Mother!
Willem's voice pierced the air, replete with tension.
My offences were far graver, yet you showed me compassion.
Have Todor lashed. What does lashed mean? I will Google that quickly. Give me a second. Lashed, because I'm not quite sure. Well, when I have 3 choices, I want to see what lash. Have Todor lashed?
20 soldiers died today, wresting Cavaldon from Nilfgaard's grip.
Said Meve, her tone cold and unforgiving.
'Twas your iron that felled them. 'Twill be your blood that pays the debt. 5 lashes for each of the fallen.
Todor's torturers were several, as no one man's arm could complete 100 blows. Amazingly, Todor survived the ordeal, but his body had been broken. He'd never put hammer to anvil.
Oh my god. That was crueler than death. I am so sorry. Can we not give him some rent? Can we not be so modern? Oh. I thought we just... Oh no.
Your Majesty, the hut's untouched. Ripe grain in the fields, 'tis hard to believe. I feared we'd have another Edirn here, with the Blackclads setting fire to all.
I feared nothing of the sort. Nilfgaard's not stupid. Lands it aims to hold, it doesn't destroy. And Willem did bend the knee to the Emperor.
Alright. It's just regular slave beating. Where are we on the map right now? I think we are almost finished. Like I said, 3 episodes, like last episode 3 episodes, but now it's just 2. Yeah, sure thing. What are 2,500 anyway? God damn it. Add something here to like make my troops happy. It would be so interesting to hear actually. Or like, I remember a cow puzzle. Damn you not. I will not do that again. Here we go. And let's scroll ahead. Here's a question mark.
Broadhead now loomed before Meve and her force. Once famous for its glowing forges and clanking manufactories, the city now stood silent. Why, you might ask? Because Mahakam. Decades past, it had opened its gates to human merchants and dwarven arms, exquisitely crafted and not nearly as dear as those made by man. The caravans had simply stopped coming to Broadhead. When its black-clad garrison spotted the Lyrians approaching, they'd hastily fled, left the city's gates open wide. Yet, they did not leave empty-handed. Their convoy comprising at least a dozen wagons loaded ostensibly to the hilt.
With what might they have fled?
With something damn heavy,
replied Gascon, squinting his eyes.
Look at this. 2 horses to pull each wagon, and the wheels cut deep into the road.
Take us here for fun.
What they've taken from my city,
began the
Yeah.
queen.
they've taken from me. And I will have it back. Follow me!
Meve spurred her horse and
Alright, the last battle for this episode. And here we go. Blah 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 blah. They've got a mail from found it below. Okay, let's see what we have. Continue. Nope, nope. I need
Stop!
shit.
Whatever you carry belongs to me!
they gain ground. Dal Seifel. Wise choice.
The problem, this card is so oddly useless to me. You hand over the battlefield and add 2 copies of. I like that card. Okay, let's play that.
Doubt I'll ever pay off these school loans. What should we do? We don't have the best cards to win. I honestly think that we actually might lose that battle. I actually want to redo that. I don't like my hand. I don't like it. Okay. Let's try something else. Continue. It's much different. No Wagner.
Stop!
Okay, this is better now.
Whatever you carry belongs to me!
Hopefully.
They gain ground.
Yes, okay, we have that. Just stop hurting my troops. Just shoot already, you arrow. And now we're gonna play what we always wanted to play. Where is it? Trumpet Boy.
Left, right.
There you go.
Left, right.
And turn. It feels a bit laggy right now. I'm the only person who is noticing it. And I have some cracking in my headset. And here we go. I mean, if it's here, I'm gonna take it, so. I wish I had something to set that around fire. Just do your worst. Of course, that card is freaking useless.
We must trust each other.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
No! Oh, I didn't want to do that. Yes. That just may save my arse. Alright. We have a good amount of charges now. We should be able to... I just want to set the row on fire.
Wise choice.
Why does it take so long to make your choice?
That is the white of an eye from half a league away.
God save the Queen!
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Can we actually? I think we could try to kill them.
I mean, we definitely kill those archers. I just want to get rid of his armor. Good work there. Alright. It seems so relaxing. All the energy in this fight is gone for some reason. Hope it's not me. Yeeks.
Arbalest to your command.
And turn. Here we go. And here we go again. And turn. Come on. I think it's actually hanging on. Ugh. Oh no, my troopers. My super duper troopers. Excuse me. Oh yeah, boosting. We can't pass anymore, right?
Favorite cut of lamb? The shank.
I now we have two.
Thing about slings, they hide.
Okay, let's. I don't think we can. I don't stand a chance anymore. Let's pass that, and we should actually have one. I hate that card so much. It's so annoying.
Enough! I refuse to die for these scraps!
Meve personally, and none too gently, shackled the Nilfgaardian commander, a young nobleman with a precisely trimmed moustache. Like many noble Imperials, he spoke fluent common.
The wagons. What's in them, Captain?
Scrap, Your Majesty.
The Imperial promptly replied. Noting the Queen's confusion, he elaborated.
To be melted down and recast into arrowheads and spear tips. Our engineers originally planned to use the foundries in Broadhead, yet these proved too primitive. We were ordered to remove the scrap, take it elsewhere.
Any pride from the victory vanished in an instant, and Meve swelled with anger, but also with shame. The shame came from realizing that to the invader, her realm was naught more than a weak, underdeveloped backwater. Meve slammed the chest she'd opened shut.
Blast it! Back to Broadhead. Let's ride.
Crumbling walls, shattered windows, rotted wood. Broadhead was bleak, a dull shadow of its former self. As the Lyrians entered, the somber townsfolk glared at the arrivals and uttered not a word. That is, until they saw Willem and began to hiss and growl. Meve resolved to address the crowd.
Folk of Broadhead, you're free at last. The Nilfgaardian occupation is done.
Aye, and a new one starts now.
Are you madman? Don't you recognize our banners? The Lyrian army stands before you.
Oh, I recognize banners. Served neath them as a sergeant 15 long years. And then I came back to my hometown. Know what I found? Hardship and squalor, your grace. All had gone to shite. On account of damn dwarves. Been flooding Rivia with their metal goods for years now. Us smiths don't so much as light their pipes in their foundries no more. You call yourselves the Lyrian army. Colours and banners confirm it. Well, what about your arms? Weren't forged in us fires, but in Mahakams. By us worst foes. Hell, I even see some at knobheads in your ranks. And right behind, Prince Willem, who bent a knee to blackclads not long past. So what freedom's it you're giving us, your grace? Freedom to beg in common, not in Nilfgaard's mongrel tongue, beg.
What do you want about, man?
There's no levy on goods from Mahakam. But without it, us workshops don't stand a chance. And ye, your grace, you wear their armour, bear their arms, and bring bearded bastards to our doorstep.
The dwarves are faithful allies. They help us because...
'Cause they've got something to gain. Simple as that.
Enough. Silence. Consider yourself lucky you've a merciful queen. I'd have had your head off by now. Move along.
The time came to leave Broadhead, so Meve summoned her advisors, eager to hear their counsel. They put forth ideas, many of merit, but the Queen would decide the city's future.
Invest in the city, yep.
Meve knew she couldn't abandon the folk of Broadhead, leave them embittered, unsure of how to go on.
The time's come to bring hammer down on anvil again. Take this gold, and show the North the value of Broadhead steel.
Even with the Queen's support, the craftsmen could not compete. The dwarves of Mahakam, the goods from their foundries, stifled the city's workshops in but a few months. Meve had gambled much, but gained naught in return.
Well, I'm sorry, I tried, honestly. I cannot do more. What do you have? There we go, and we got everything back what we spent. Very good. I think it's a good time to end the episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed it as always. For the new ones, if you liked that episode, maybe leave a like there and think about subscribing. And as always, I see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye!